AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
I'm going to discuss and shock the world right now. My new favorite podcaster, Rashad McCants, giving the Gilbert Gil's Arena the business.
Okay,
bro. Everybody is locked in. So the context the context you're talking about is he's overstepping, he's over talking. He just wanting to be controversial about saying it's a fluke.
Brunson's Draymond. Brunson's gonna need his bag.
It's not irrelevant at all. So it's like, what are you talking about a fluke?
Brunson extension eligible right this summer. Brunson gonna need a bag.
Julius 3 years ahead is like
it's whack. Like, what are you saying, bro?
Yeah, but Draymond not getting out the play has nothing to do with like
because you're sitting up there with the panel and you're making all the fans look at you like, why is you hating, bro? What you talking about? We're a fluke. We got here. We're here.
Like coming up,
but Draymond can call. But listen, Draymond
money.
But I feel like Draymond is in a position where he can call that shit a fluke.
We can call that shit a fluke because we ain't.
Then they should try and break the team up to prevent the logjam that's coming.
He's saying that
next year nothing.
DiVincenzo's under contract through 2027.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, but Draymond call that shit a fluke.
And that
Blazers squad
situation where this team got this far, but it'll never happen again.
Which I think
that's some bullshit.
I mean, technically, that could be more of a factual thing than not, because you got Embiid if he's healthy, then you got the Bucks if they're healthy. So it could happen.
That sounds like a hypothetical.
It's not.
That sounds like a hypothetical to me.
I said,
and that's because they go back and forth about being hypothetical. I like the show because they're entertaining. But he basically goes, they're talking about Draymond Green calling us a fluke. And I just saw the part recently today where McCants goes, okay, but so they're a fluke because of what? Like, what is he talking about? Like, you're going to talk about the Embiid injuries. Well, the Knicks are injured. Like, you're playing hypothetical games. It's like, so how? I don't understand. They got to the second round. They're about to go to the Eastern Conference Finals without any of their guys. So you give everyone else credit for not showing up. Like, and this is, and Gilbert Arenas is the loudest voice, one of the loudest voices in basketball media. And McCants, you know how we feel about McCants. He's the only one in there with some logic. Well, and I guess I'm taking it personal because it's the Knicks. But now I know he's just like, bro, what are you talking about?
I'm tired of this. I'm sorry. I'm so tired of trying to explain how we are a legitimately good basketball team. Like, I'm like getting sick of people dissecting whether this is real or not. Listen, every year in the playoffs, injuries happen and it changes the course of things, right? We can go back in history. Every year in the playoffs, guys get hurt and it changes the course of what may or may not happen. So, like, every champion in the NBA, it takes a little bit of luck. If you don't think so, just go back and look. Just go back and look. Anytime just a little bit. Obviously, there are exceptions to the rules, so don't kill me. But I'm just saying, to continue to act like now you got to put all these stipulations and this happened and that happened and this happened. So what? We are a 2 seed. We won 50 games. We're here for a reason. We're supposed to be here. It is what it is. Like, trying to explain to guys that, we've done the right things. We've bought in. We've defended. We've rebounded. Guys have played at a higher level. What do we always want guys to do? When injuries happen, we want guys to step up. Guys have stepped up. Everybody's done their job. Tibbs has been flexible with his offense, with his defense. Like, things have worked well for the New York Knicks. I don't understand how we're still having conversation on if this is sustainable or not. We were there last year. The year before, we missed the playoffs. Bad year. The year before that, we were in the 3 of the last 4 years we've been in the playoffs. How do you attach fluke to what we are doing and building? It's weird. Stop it. Cut it out. I understand people are getting a chance to talk about the Knicks So now we're going to do this. Talk about what we're doing on the basketball court.
The fact that we're a game away from the Eastern Conference Finals, and Jalen Brunson, he and the Knicks have gotten 2 victories without all of their other best players. Like Josh Hart, we were just praising him. We were just praising him to death. And he's maybe the 4th or 5th best player on the team. So, like, he's missing his 2nd, 3rd, and 4th best players. Jalen Brunson is. And he's still considered not a 1A. They don't think he can lead a team. I don't know what people are saying anymore. I don't know what they would say if they were on the same team. But it's actually, because Dime always says, shout out to Dime.
Big shout out to Dime.
That I'm biased towards the big man. And it's making me rethink basketball history. Did the Atlanta Hawks, and maybe I'm veering off, but I know Fleet would appreciate this. Did the Atlanta Hawks do the right thing by scheming or strategizing their off defense around Mutombo in the late 90s instead of Mookie Blaylock? Because if you watch the Bulls, they didn't have a big man. They didn't have a shot blocker. They went crazy on the perimeter, and you had Pippen, B.J. Armstrong. You had Ron Harper there for the second three-peat, and Michael Jordan was allowed to go crazy. He overplays a lot if you watch, and he's like Westbrook will remind you of him when he's doing bad. Like when he's doing, you can see the similarity. But he's allowed to do that because the rest of these guys on the perimeter are going crazy defensively. Did we overlook perimeter defensive play? And I'm saying that because we're just automatically writing off Brunson's last 2-3 seasons because of, we go back to the last 40 years. How many times has the point guard led these teams to the NBA Finals? And they love to omit Isaiah Thomas. They love to do this. Who should have went to 4 straight? Who could have won 3 straight?
Who could have won 3 straight? Yep.
They love to omit that part because they know that they're missing the little man who won during the dynasty era, the hardest time to win, where you had to have a team that really balanced you out. And it's the same thing again going back to Jalen Brunson. It's making me rethink basketball history. Maybe you mother lovers got it all wrong to begin with. The perimeter guy can affect the court way differently. Kawhi Leonard, Scottie Pippen, all these guys, hold on, they're the point of attack. Let's kind of do things, tweak this out. We don't really need a shot blocker. We can kind of stop you from getting your offense started. And OG Anunoby's another guy on this list. Perimeter guy, though. He can rim protect a little bit. The Miami Heat, the early 2010s, they exploited this. Jalen Brunson's making me rethink basketball history. You guys are all like, because of how wrong you guys are and how much you're proving that you really don't watch anything to respond to. There's no way you're watching the Knicks and you go, hey, what do they really do? Brunson can't do what all these other teammates are capable of doing. That's why it's such a great balance. He can't do what Anunoby does. He can't do what Hart does. He can't do what Randall does with the fouling and just playing 48 minutes a game if he wanted to. He can't do what Mitchell Robinson does. He can't. So people don't even realize the pieces on this team that are so great, that are actually dominant. Brunson is dominant on the offense. OG is dominant on the defense. Mitchell Robinson was a dominant offensive rebounder and a dominant defensive player. And we're overlooking that all because Brunson is small. And because the rest of sport and the NBA history told you that 3 out of 4 championships belong to people that weren't led by point guards.
And the Knicks are easy pickings. It's easy to to kick the Knicks because we've always been bad. So it's extremely hard for people to digest what's going on with us right now. And we need to really be honest about that. It's hard for people to digest. People are joking through it. Some people are jumping on the bandwagon. I see people posting about the Knicks now that were kicking the Knicks in the back for the longest. I'm not even going to call their names on here because they don't even deserve it, because it's disgusting behavior. I see it. I see what's going on. I don't like it because none of y'all were talking about Knicks. You were kicking us in the back, calling us a joke. And now y'all posting and bragging, talking about see you at the parade. I will trip you if I see you at the parade. Like, no. Nah. I don't. It's very hard for people to digest what's going on with us. And listen, I think we're in a great position, man. Game 7, Eastern Conference semis. Leave it all out there at the Garden. That's going to be the biggest party in New York City tomorrow. The biggest party in New York City is tomorrow in the Garden for 2.5 hours. It's going to be insane in there. Everybody you know will be in the building to watch Game 7 tomorrow. Ain't nothing like Game 7 on a Sunday, so I'm looking forward to it.
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.